In today's how-to, we're going to show you how to enable extra registration as a planner so that your travelers can register as couples or families or even teams. This is great if they need to book together, pay their deposits and final balance together, and if there's a single individual who needs to complete the tasks for everyone in the subgroup. We'll get started on the planner side where we can see a trip, which is called the Jordan for the Adventurous Demo. We're going to click on Update Trip and then Settings. If your account allows, you will see the option for extra registrations, and you'll be able to choose the maximum number that your travelers can register at the same time in the same booking. This is the maximum, so they can choose a lower number. If you set this to 1, then only couples can register. Solo travelers can still register by themselves. If you set it to 10, then they can register up to 10 additional people. That's a total of 11 in that invitation group. In this case, we're going to set the maximum to 4, and then we're going to show you what it looks like from the traveler side. But first, take a look at these extra registration instructions that appear. We're going to show you what that's going to look like on the travel page so that when your travelers register, they have the right instructions on how to enable this extra registrations for their invitation group. In order to see what this will look like, you will need to grab the Share Trip link, and then you will open an incognito or a private browsing window in your browser so that you can see what they would see as a person who's not logged into the system and who's not invited to a trip. So here's an example travel page. Now as they scroll down, they will see that they're prompted to register before it closes, and they can click the Book Now button that's in the footer. Of course, that button can be configured to say anything you like. Once they click the Book Now button, they'll be prompted to register. Here you can see the normal registration with the normal prompt that you've been able to configure. And in addition, you can add some extra information here if you have enabled extra registrations. You can tell them to be sure and add the extra people now in the drop-down box. So first we're going to enter a quick name. So this is Samantha. And Samantha is actually going to be traveling with a few extra people. So when she's prompted to answer the question, who else is going with you, she knows that she can add more people. In this case, because we set the maximum to 4, she can only add 4 more people, bringing that total to 5. In this case, we're actually going to register an additional 2 people. Once she clicks to the next screen, she'll be prompted with that text that we showed you earlier in the new planner interface. This allows you to provide instructions to Samantha on exactly how to proceed. At this step, she only needs to provide names. She doesn't need to provide any additional information. In fact, if she doesn't know names, she can leave them as the defaults and continue, and then complete those later under the profile section for each one. So however that is best described, that text is where you help them know to put in the names and continue so that they can pay their deposit and ensure that they've locked in their spot on your trip. Once they have registered the names, Samantha will be given the opportunity to pay her deposit. Of course, this is customized text prompting her to lock in her deposit or lock in her spot by paying her deposit. Here we can see Samantha, Gregory, and Walter are all shown together. They all have the default trip total. Remember, this only works if your trip price is finalized. The deposit has been set and is automatically calculated for the number of people that has been registered at this point in time. So she can pay the $1,200 right now and lock in her spot for all 3, Samantha, Gregory, and Walter. Once she has paid, she will then have the option to click to People, and she'll see her group with Gregory and Walter, as well as who else is going. Remember that only people who have paid will be allowed to see who else is going. Here she can click to Edit Profile and complete tasks on behalf of Gregory or Walter. Selecting either of these allows her to switch to become Gregory or see the travel page as Gregory would see it, and same with Walter. So here we're going to switch to Gregory and see the tasks that he has due. So there are 10 of 10 remaining, and Samantha can complete those on his behalf. She can also switch back and choose to edit the profile or complete tasks for Walter as well. So what does this look like for you, the planner? Well, once Samantha has registered, she and her 2 extra people are added as an invitation group with the name of the person who has registered them, in this case, Samantha. So she's automatically created an invitation group, which you can now manage in line with our invitation group functionality that you should be familiar with. If you're not, check out our other videos. You can also check the managed payments and see that because she's made a payment for the deposit, it's actually allocated across the three of them. So you can see that Samantha, Walter, and Gregory have all paid their deposits. And so it's automatically allocated across the three of them, even though it was just Samantha who made that payment. If you mark that as received, then Samantha will receive a confirmation that that payment has been recorded. That's only necessary if that was a direct bank transfer. Credit cards will automatically confirm. Thanks for watching this how-to. To learn more about how YouLi makes group travel easy, check out the rest of our playlists or go to youlivetotravel.com.